Hello, hello. Hola, welcome to Lima, welcome to Peru, and welcome to my house in this beautiful city. My name is Vanessa Vasquez. I am your Lima City tour guide, and today I will cook for you all a new recipe, another Peruvian traditional recipe. As always, this show takes you to learn the different techniques, the local techniques to cook the most famous traditional dishes. We have explored together different types of let's say recipes and traditions. We have explored the traditional food of the coast of Peru, the traditional food of the Andes of Peru. We have seen some examples of the Peruvian Chinese tradition and the Peruvian Japanese tradition in the culinary. We have also learned about the Afro-Peruvian food. And today we are going to jump again to the Andes of Peru, and in particular to a zone that is very special, very much loved by me and my family for different reasons. Another reason that is, let's say, quite recent, since about 2 years ago, is because we have a Hego colleague there in Arequipa, Elizabeth. So today we're going to cook a solterito. Solterito is a salad, and it's a salad traditional from Arequipa, but I will be doing a little twist on the traditional recipe. So we're going to see another variant of how you can cook this salad at home. So, well, before we begin, I would like to say hi to all my friends joining. And by the way, if you're new to my channel or maybe new to Hego, I would like to know if you are, here for the first time. So please raise your hand. Let me know it just to give you a proper welcome into my channel. So let's go now to the to saying hi to everybody. Hola, Adrian. Hola, Carol Sue. Hello. H. Adrian, hola, hola. Hola, Terry. Thanks for coming again, my dear. Thank you. Hola, Nicole. Hola, Lisa. Thanks for visiting. Hola, Audrey. Hola, Cari. Thanks for coming. Hola, Janice. Hola, Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Oh, Lisa, it's your first time with me. Oh, thanks for coming. Muchas gracias. Thank you, thank you, thank you for visiting my home today. My cooking style is very, very simple, very down to earth. I always say that if I can do it, you can do it with no problem, with no difficulty. I am not an expert chef. I am more an intuitive, like say, cook. And that's the way how my grandmother used to cook, and she taught me to do it. She's no longer here with us. I mean, in person, she's in spirit, but she is the soul and the heart of this show. So I hope you enjoy it. Oh, Janice, thanks for coming for the first time. Muchas gracias. Thanks for being here today. And well, I think we are almost ready to begin. Janice, I hope you enjoy this cooking session today. And by the way, we are going to be using today a product that is nowadays very well known around the world because of its nutritional facts. Is known nowadays as a superfood. Do you know the name of this product? Who knows the name of this product? Please comment here in the chat section, which is, by the way, one of the best inventions here on Hego. I love it. Muy bien, Janice, is quinoa. Muy bien. This is one of the different types of quinoas we have. Oh, Adrian, yes, quinoa. Oh, Nicole, couscous. Couscous is one of the superfoods also that exist in the world. In Peru, we use quinoa instead, but maybe you can do a variant locally with couscous. You have to let me know, please. So we're going to use today quinoa. And now I will open my window so the air can, circulate. We're going to have, it's summer, by the way. It's summertime, so it gets very, very hot in Lima these days, and sometimes the temperature goes up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, plus the humidity, so you can imagine how hot it is. at this time being in the kitchen. By the way, as we are heating up the pan, I will be moving down my camera. I'm using a tripod. I am, like doing these events at home. So I really hope you enjoy my cooking style. You enjoy also, the session. Also, another thing very important, all my cooking classes, at the end, when we finish the class, they go to my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. You can go at the end of this event to my Heygo profile, and there you're going to see the links to my social medias, including my YouTube channel, where you can see from beginning to end as many times as you need this video. So you can also take notes. You can do this on your own pace at home at any time. So I really hope this idea of recording these cooking classes will be helpful to you all to try at home the magic of the Peruvian flavor. So yes, Gary, it's so hot here. Hola, Marilu. Thanks for visiting me, amiga. So in a pan, we are adding, you have to use your favorite cooking oil, okay? So we are adding, let's say, a dash. I don't use like exact measures, just to give you an idea, how much. So enough to cover the bottom. And this is our quinoa. Hola, Marilu. This is our quinoa previously washed, okay? It is washed quinoa. You have to wash your quinoa very well. Doesn't matter that it came on let's say, on a package, from the supermarket. Better wash it, because sometimes it comes like some impurities, some things. You're going to see it, like when you wash it, it comes to the top. So wash it a couple of times, rinse it, and then this is more or less a cup of quinoa. A cup of quinoa. This is what we call the variety quinoa perlada or white quinoa, okay? So now that the pan, you need a pan or a pot, or whatever you feel more comfortable with. This is not yet cooked, okay? Oh, gracias, Cari, querida, thank you. My friend Cari, our friend Cari, has shared the link to my YouTube channel for you to see it later. It is jumping a little bit of oil because we have, of course, water, a little bit of the water. I tried to rinse it as much as I could, but, there's always a little bit in the bottom. Just be careful, do it slow. So we are going to cook a little bit our quinoa. It is not boiled, by the way. It is not boiled. It's just washed quinoa. And we are going to sort of like fry it for a couple of minutes, okay? No more than a couple of minutes. So we're going to start sort of like chemically changing the quinoa. We're going to increase the flavors hidden in these little pearls, in this superfood. So we're going to also add a pinch of salt. About the salt, it's really up to you. But I would say like about 1 teaspoon, more or less, of salt. Because I really like to add the flavor in the beginning. Later, of course, we're going to do a dressing, I think you will call it. A dressing for the salad. This is a salad. So how are you doing today? Hola, Elizabeth. How is climate like today where you live? Is it cold? Is it hot? If it's cold, please tell me, because it is so hot here that I need a little splash of, like imagine being in a cold place for a moment. So we're going also to take this cup out for a moment. So we're almost there. We have fried this for just a little while, not like a lot, not like a lot. Okay, so let me show you how we're doing. Okay, we haven't really changed much of the looks of this quinoa. So Carrie says 5 or 8 inches of snow. Carrie, oh my God, that's so refreshing. Just imagine that outside my house. Oh, that would be wonderful for a moment at least. I mean, summer is beautiful, but sometimes I would like to be in my fridge. We are going to add 2 cups of water to our pot that has the quinoa that has been cooked just mildly, like superficially, we will say, with regular cooking oil. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of this, like mixing here for all the quinoa go down. Okay, and now we're going to leave it there. So because it will begin to cook, and we're going to raise the fire, but we're going to be always moving because the bottom part can burn. Okay, every couple of minutes we're going to be moving our pot. So now we're going to move the camera in a different direction so you can see what I will be cooking or cutting for you all. So Marilu, 3 inches of snow. 3 inches are incredible, right? And today is so sunny here and so hot. Well, anyways, that's how climate is, and it must be cold for you today. So please stay warm. I'm sending you lots of love and warmth from Lima, from the sunny Peru. Just moving and moving every once in a while. So we're going to leave this first to cook. Sorry that you will not see me all the time because we have to put the camera down, look into the ingredients and cooking process. In 10 minutes approximately, I have a clock here. So in about 10 minutes, we are going to check how this quinoa is doing. Okay, so muy bien amigos, we're going to also prepare a little bit of what we're going to be adding to our salad called solterito. So we have corn over here, right? Boiled, this is boiled corn. The Peruvian corn, known to be also like huge corn. We need to add it. So 1 corn, please, big corn will be enough. Or if you're finding like small ones, 2 or even 3. So this recipe will be good for 4 person with no problem. Also, that depends on the appetite. It's important to take in consideration the appetite of your, let's say, of the family, of people who are going to be invited to this lunch. Peruvians, we are known to eat a lot. Okay, so look at this. -6 Celsius. Oh my God. Really, Mary Lou? In my refrigerator is -5. So it is colder than in my fridge. So here we have the corn. Have you noticed that the Peruvian corn is quite big? Let me show you this. This is 1 corn kernel. This is 1 corn kernel, amigos. It is bigger than my finger. The nail of my finger is huge. And it's super delicious. Okay. Another thing we're going to be adding today to our solterito is tomato. So we have cut, the kernels of one corn boiled. It is boiled corn. We need three tomatoes. Three tomatoes. And the way how they have been cut is like this in small squares. Okay, so let me show you here, more or less like this. Okay, just to give you an idea. So this is, like a not cooked. It is not boiled. Yeah. What else we need? We need cheese. And this cheese you see here, yes, in cubes, Nicole. Yeah, exactly. Malu, yes. If you have questions, amigos, just let me know, okay? No worries. I'm here to solve your questions. Sometimes I skip some things. Oh, so I imagine I said them, but no. So please, don't be shy. Just let me know if something is not clear enough. So, about the cheese, Janice, great comment. Feta, for example, that's one variety of cheese. So let me tell you what kind of cheese I have used today, which is a type of cheese that is used a lot in Peru, in the cooking, let's say, in Peru. This is what we call queso fresco, okay? In Mexico, you're going to find queso fresco. You're going to find in Peru, in different parts of Latin America. Like the translation will be fresh cheese. It is a soft cheese, very soft, very watery for moments. No? We can take out water from it. And salty. It is salty. Not a lot of salt. It has subtle salt. So you can use a cheese that you like that will go good in salad. Well, the one that you prefer, that one is okay. So I am using queso fresco, okay? So how much? I will just move this. Remember that we have to keep moving. Okay. 250 grams. 250 grams of queso fresco. Okay. So, muy bien, Audrey. Queso fresco. Excelente. And by the way, if you want to learn about Spanish, more Spanish, or practice your Spanish, I do Spanish classes for Hego. Next week, we're going to have a Spanish class. By the way, I made a mistake putting the time of that class because the time when I put it, it was supposed to be 3 p.m. on Saturday, and it was 3 a.m. So one of my friends also here on Hego, she noticed like, Vanessa, I think something is wrong with the time. And yes, it was. So I had to change it, but thanks for letting me know also. Or if you were planning of telling me, that was 3 a.m. my time. So, well, we are going to, now I'm cutting, sorry, I'm going to put a little bit backwards so you can see better. I'm cutting olives. We need olives, okay? How many? Could be like 8 or 10 olives. That would be good. Cut in little cubes, okay? I have a question. I see a cube over here. What are we cooking today? Marilu, we are cooking today a salad. To be honest, going to be a very easy cooking show. And it is called Solterito. It is a traditional salad from Arequipa, from the hometown of my beloved friend and colleague Elizabeth, our guide in Arequipa on Hego. And this salad, I will do a little variant because I am going to add quinoa, which is what we are cooking here in this pot. Okay, so I will also recap a little bit about the quinoa, how we've done in a moment. We are in the process of cooking it. But also, as you always know, amigos, you can go to my YouTube channel at the end. Help me if you can, please, like give me a follow on YouTube. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. So your help will be highly appreciated. And see replays of this show as many times. All of my previous classes, or most of them, are in my YouTube channel. Okay, so I see some comments over here. Sorry if I me some questions. Yes, I see that you're seeing some options or alternatives for the cheese. So these were 10. Actually, I put 10 olives cut in cubes, okay, in little cubes. Okay, what else? What else? Moving, we have to keep moving the quinoa for it not to burn. How much we have left? So it's now more or less 10 minutes. Okay, going to give it 1 more minute or 2 more minutes, and we're going to do a little trick my mom used and my granny used also to finish with the cooking of this quinoa in a much more better way. So before that, who knows this product? Gracias, Cari. Gracias, gracias. That's my YouTube channel. Please give me a follow and help me to continue growing that channel that also has all my previous events, my lectures, my city tours, everything. Muy bien, Lisa. Muy bien, Cari. Excelente. Lima beans. Lima beans. So, how you get these lima beans, if this is the first time you are seeing the lima bean process, or you're using lima beans. So first of all, this is how the lima beans come, right? In the market, this is how you buy them. I bought half a kilogram of lima beans, but half of that kilogram is just the husk. And inside you have this is the raw lima bean. Okay, it's not yet too ready to eat. You boil this for approximately 10 minutes. When you boil it, you have this. But when you boil this, like this is not there yet. You have to peel it, like this. You open it, and what is inside is very soft. It's very soft, and it's very tender. It's really very tender, very delicious. See, so look at this. I like to taste everything for you. Very soft. So now I will go to the pot. This is the secret of my grandma. Well, not actually the fabric, but we will use this fabric, this piece of cloth, sorry. Let me show you how I will do it. Do you like the lima beans curry? Me too. But my husband don't. He said, well, I don't like it much. But I really like it. So we will do something. So a piece of cloth, and we cover. Okay? So the cloth will absorb the humidity there. Okay? So, and we're going to leave it for 10 more minutes approximately. Okay? So let me see that there's nothing, you have to be careful with, of course, not leaving the cloth too long, because the fire, can reach on that. Okay? So everything is centered. Okay, good. So let's continue with our cooking process. So we need 10 more minutes. Okay, how are we doing? Do you have any question? Do you have any questions, amigos? This is a good time to answer questions. And also, in a moment, so let me check also 10 more minutes. Okay, so I know when it's going to be 10 more minutes. In a moment, I will tell you the history of this dish, solterito. So thanks for joining, by the way, my amigos, amigas who are joining during this cooking process. Thanks a lot for visiting my channel. We cook a different meal every day. We have this show on. I have not repeated dishes because the Peruvian cuisine is so vast, so abundant in tradition, in history, in flavors, that really don't need to go back to the same recipes in maybe some few years. So and that's why, it is important to record the events. Also, thanks to my friends who are now my sponsors. Some of them are here today. The sponsorship program of Hago has helped us, let's say, creators of content and tour guides to continue creating for you all. So if you would like to support this channel in a more, like intimate way, more profound way, and with a compromise, I know it's not always easy to have that level of compromise, but if you would like to, well, thank you so much. You will allow me to produce content constantly. So, and also when you become a sponsor, you also support Hago. So we are going to also recap of what we have done. And there's one more thing I have to cut, which is onions. Okay, so we have already, like peel our lima beans, more or less 1 cup of boiled lima beans. We have our boiled corn, one corn. So we have taken off the kernels. We have 250 grams of queso fresco, right, cheese. We have 3 tomatoes cut in squares or cubes. We have these olives, 10 olives cut in cubes. And now we're going to the onion. Okay, so the onion is one of the tricky things because not everybody is a fan of onion. Also, one of the ways I have found it that the onion decreases its strong flavor. This is, by the way, 1 onion, right? So it's a strong flavor that sometimes it is so characteristic that people really don't like much. Is number 1, I take off the heart of the onion. When you open the onion, and especially this one, which is the purple onion, there is a white section, a white center. So I take off that white center, right? So that center has more concentration of the, like the bitterness, let's say, of the onion. So we take that out. So in my onion, I have some usually steps advanced. So this is the other half of the onion chopped in squares. Another way to decrease that strong flavor of the onion and just keep its freshness, and that crunchiness when you cut it, is you leave it on a bowl with water and salt. So more or less 1 spoon of salt in this water and to rest. Let's say for half an hour. We're going to do a brunoise cut. Okay, so little cubes. I have left for about half an hour before we began this activity, our cooking show, this onion to rest on that water. Okay, so in a moment I will rinse this water, but we're going to continue leaving it because we don't need really now that onion. So I hope these tricks help you to cook using onion. Onion is an excellent product. Onion, garlic, they also enhance the flavor of the food. They are fundamental products in the Peruvian cuisine, and well, they give the flavor of most of our dishes. How many of you are going to the Hago Academy event of today with my friend Sayuri? Sayuri from Bahia in Brazil, our wonderful Hago guide, is hosting a event today that is called Food Academy. You know that it started on the 8th, yesterday. So, well, I would like to tell you that today she is hosting hers. Okay, so we're going to just move this to check how it is. Woohoo! We're going to just, this is hot. Oh, this is the glory. Just give me a second. It's like magic. It's like simple like magic. Like it absorbs all of the humidity, right away. So just give me a second. I will open the door because the internet is not coming very strong. So I think it's going to get better. And now we're going to move out our uh, quinoa. Sorry, quinoa. So look at this. Just give me a second. There's another. Oh, where is my other? Oh, over here. Look at this. Look at this. Audrey, yes, yes. Oh, it works always. And it makes it, hola Adam, it makes it like cook faster and it absorbs the humidity. Oh, and you avoid to burn the quinoa because sometimes the quinoa at that last part, those last minutes, it burns fast. So let me try this for you. I like to always taste everything, as you know, because, that's what we all do, of course. So let's see how this is. Mm, it is perfect. Mm, perfect. And it cooked in 8 minutes. So not even 10 minutes were necessary. Mm. So we're going to have this. Nothing has burned off my quinoa. So that's a good tip for us all, the cloth of my granny. So I hope it works for you all. So I see some of you are going to see my friend Sayuri in Bahia, in Brazil. So I will be there later. I think it's going to be 2 p.m. my time, Peru time. So please check it. It's going to be in some couple of hours. So well, now we're going to, gracias, Cari, for my friends who just came and were not able to see like the previous links to my YouTube channel where you're going to see the recording of all of this event of today as many times as you wish. My friend Cari, our friend Cari is sharing the link there. Gracias, gracias. Oh, gracias. How can I do without you all? So we're going now to take out the water. This is the water with salt. We are almost there, amigos. This is going to be a fast, let's say, cooking show. So this is it if you're not having too much time. If this is a day that is lazy, this is going to be great for your summertime. So when it's summer and you want to have just a salad, this would be the best option. This is one on. We need also to chop this. What is this, amigos? Better your extra points if you say it in Spanish. Extra points if someone says it in Spanish. Kari, you're right. Do you know what is the name of this product in Spanish? Oh, Audrey, parsley. No, this is not parsley. It's cilantro, yes, indeed. But do you know the name of this plant in Spanish? And that could be interesting because there are different names in Spanish of this plant. We're going to use most of the leaves, but also the other part is really good. The name of this plant that is so good, of course, for different, for enhancing the flavor of different products, of course, is cilantro. I'm using cilantro, but in Peruvian Spanish, this product is called culantro. Culantro has lots of benefits, also to regulate high blood pressure as well. Also, it's an excellent product. My grandmother, as most of our grannies, used to cure with the food. You know, it was their way of making us eat everything too, because they said, oh, this one is good for your brain. This one is good for your eyes. This food is good for growing. Well, my grandmother, like every day she did something, she said it was good for one part of my body. And I couldn't say no because, you know, I didn't want to go to the doctor, right? So I didn't like to go to the doctor because doctors usually, you know, prescribe like ugly medicine, or, you know, have to put on you some vaccines. So I don't want that. I didn't want that. And my granny said, oh, if you don't eat this, you will be taken to the doctor. We're going to cut very little this cilantro, known as culantro. Culantro is its name in Peruvian Spanish. So we're going to add cilantro to the salad. We have all the ingredients, but there's one thing we are missing. Have you noticed what we are missing in this moment? You know, a salad needs something more. Yes, Nicole. Have you noticed that? I am left-handed. I will try to use both hands, like, because I said here, you know, that, you know, keeps you mentally active, but I am mainly left-handed for cutting, or for writing, or for sewing. I come from a family of left-handeds, and one of my daughters, my little daughter, she is left-handed as well. Muy bien, carry the dressing. Excelente, excelente. You noticed that. I thought you would not notice it. Okay. So we are going now to the dressing. So we're going to put this here. Okay. So what we need for our dressing? Give me a second. We're going to need oil, preferably if you have and you like also olive oil, that would be super good. Sorry if I'm giving you my bag. So that would be super. Okay, so we are going to look for a container, you know, where we're going to be doing our dressing. Okay, so going to look for the olive oil. We need also vinegar, red vinegar. We need 2 key limes, and we need also salt and pepper. Okay, so we're going to need more or less 6 spoons of olive oil. Okay, this is a very classic dressing that will go also other salads. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mm-hmm. Maybe if we need a little bit more, we will see. And we need 1 spoon of red vinegar. Okay. Sorry if it's on one side. Just notice that. We're going to start moving. Huh? How is it, the recipe? How do you like it? How many are planning to do it at home? Hmm? Also, don't forget to come to my Hego Academy. It's going to be this Saturday, and it's going to be a recipe that I will probably not be doing again. It is a very, very interesting recipe. It's a dish I wanted to share with you so long, but I wanted to do it only for a special occasion. It's something that we we should do for a very special occasion, because for us is a very special dish. So please come to my Hego Academy. The name of the dish is there. This is on Saturday. It will be a pleasure to take you back to the Incan times with this recipe, because we're going to explore the cooking techniques of the Incas and the pre-Hispanic societies of my country. And I will do a reinterpretation of the favorite dish of the Incas. So, well, you are all invited. Hmm? So we are taking the seeds out of our key limes. We are using key limes, very acidic limes that are the same ones used for ceviche, for the famous Peruvian dish called ceviche. Okay, so we have taken out these seeds. And the last thing I wanted to, sorry for my back, the last thing I wanted to tell you was a little bit of the history of this dish, because every dish has its a story, and this one comes from Arequipa. So when I was looking for the origin of this dish, by the way, the name of this dish is very, very, like interesting. It is called, or this salad, solterito. So have you heard the word solterito, my friends that speak Spanish here in the group before? Solterito or soltero. Maybe soltero sounds more familiar to you. Soltero. Okay. So probably you have heard about that word before. Because we use that word to describe, to say our civil state. If we are married, we say we are casado or casada. But we are single. If we are single, we say we are soltero. So solterito is a single person. So the name of this dish refers to single people. And the reason of the name is not very clear, but seems that it's related with the fact that in some special events in Arequipa, for example, in February is the month dedicated to the Virgin of Candelaria, lots of festivals and parades. It's summertime, you know. So, well, people who went to party during the carnival who were single, they were sort of like on a diet, so they didn't want to eat too heavy, right? So this salad was made for the people who was on a diet, who wanted to look very slim, not gain any weight. So it was for the single people. Solterito refers to single. So it was for boys and girls. Also, I'm going to add a little bit, like half a spoon probably, of pepper. We'll see if we need more, but let's check. Another explanation I saw was that the single, women who cook at the markets also on February, you know, they offered this salad to the single customers who got close to them, right? And these customers were usually looking for, finding a love match, right? So, anyways, this is the story of this dish, solterito, or a dish for single people who want to not gain weight because it has very, very low calories. Definitely lower calories than most of the Peruvian dishes that we have. So probably you already know what I'm talking about. Mhm. Gracias, Cari. Gracias. Sí, sí, it's a really interesting story. Every dish has one story behind. And while cooking also this dish, I'm also thinking in my friend Elizabeth, in the people from Arequipa, in the wonderful weather of Arequipa. Mm, just a little bit of salt, a little bit. Oh, good. Okay, so we have our dressing. Oh, gracias, Adrian. Thanks for supporting with a tip this event. By the way, amigos, thank you so much if you were considering to support this event with a tip. It is not just helping a tip to the guides or content creators that you see on Heygo. It helps also Heygo. Heygo is a free platform, as you know, and the only way it can be sustained and also sustainable over time is with your tip support. And I really love the idea that all of our shows are free to join because, education, because that's what we are doing here. We are sharing culture, and also education shouldn't be a privilege, right? It should be given open to everybody. But if you would like to also to support the creators of the content that you see here, and you have the chance to do it, I know it's not always possible for everybody to do that. But if you have the chance, you can support us with a tip, a donation. I will also, for my friends that are new to Heygo, I'm activating a button that lets you know where you can donate. You can donate until the very end of this event, so you don't need to do it right away. Please don't feel that you have to do it right now. Until we finish the event, also you can do it. And a percentage of all your tips go to help Heygo. They are not just going to us. A part of those tips and also the sponsorship program helps Heygo to continue keeping a free platform, a free to join platform. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now, we're going to do something simple. We're going to add our quinoa. Look at my bowl. Don't you like my bowl? It's like so pretty. I bought this bowl long time ago. I was a trip leader back then. I used to take tour groups to the Andes of Peru, in these really nice, adventures, especially with the school, American school tours. And I used to go to indigenous communities where the people from those communities taught our students how to make pottery. So I bought this one to one of the families because this is an activity that is done by the families. So I keep it like, it's one of my most precious pieces. So as you can see, just a little bit burned over here, just the very bottom. So we're going to replace it from here. Okay, so excellent, fantastic. So, oh, just a little bit more here. So I just want everything to look perfect. Okay, so we have here our quinoa, which has a little bit of salt in it already, as you know. Then we're going to continue adding the ingredients. Here. So going to put the tomato. I hope my bowl will be big enough. Wow, this is going to be so fresh. Just give me a second. I will check if the tomato will fit in. We have also the corn kernels. Just give me a second. I will separate the kernels so you can also do some variations, of course, on the recipe. If you were doing this recipe at home, what else would you add? I would like to know, what will you be adding to this recipe at home if you would like to do it? Mm, the beans, the onion. I will have to make some room also in a moment for, I need a bigger bowl. You can see also how it's taking, oops, it's taking color, it's taking its form. Look at this, how pretty. Oh, nothing is perfect. Oh, gracias, Janice. Gracias. Yeah, I do believe, I was sure that you would like this recipe because of its colors. Um, well, it's also a dish that if you take out the cheese or replace the cheese, you can make it a vegetarian option. Also, I sorry. I think these are recipes that can go perfect almost to any person who visits you. So we have the cheese. Let me just move the cheese here around. The reason why I'm not adding more of the tomato and the onion is just because, unfortunately, my beautiful bowl is not really that big. It's not super big. I think I have to go back to the community and buy a bigger one. Okay, so we are not missing anything. No, we are not missing anything. Oh, the color of the, look at this cilantro, culantro. Ooh, look how is this getting like a rainbow. And I have prepared a really pretty plate for our presentation of today. And we have our dressing that is coming in a moment. I will clean a little bit around before the presentation. There is my juice in the dressing. Uh, Here, Audrey, do you mean the consistency? Remember that we have put 6 spoons of olive oil, 1 spoon of red vinegar, salt, pepper, and 2 key limes. Uh, and we're going now to put this on our plate. So we're going to put this on the other side for the final picture and the presentation of our solterito de quinoa. So quinoa salad, Arequipa style. Mm. Easy, my friends. Easy, and your family will love it. So I will taste it in a moment for you all. As you know, we always do that. But let me show you also my plate here. Must they be key limes? Well, Audrey, the key limes are very acidic. So if you would like to use like for a dressing, for example, key limes, their benefit is that they cook fast. They cook fast everything that you put, like if you're using it as a dressing. But if you don't have key limes, use the ones you have, no problem. Mhm. So we have boiled potatoes. We are serving this with boiled potato. In my plate, also traditional, from the Andes. That came also with her big sister. Let me move here them both so you can have the before serving. And we are going to put a little bit of this here. Whoa. So as I said before, this could be very good for at least 4 person, but maybe you can extend it up to 6 person if it's okay the serving for you. Okay, so here we have our solterito. Now let me give it a bite. Muchas gracias, Betty. Gracias. Let me show you the dish. And this is also to prepare you all for our Hago Academy this Saturday, in which I'm going to move a little bit higher. Okay, better here. Sorry. Okay, so I don't know why my camera is coming down. So I will just move this here. I think I have to make it a little bit more tight. Sorry. I'm doing something that I shouldn't. It was to the other side. So that's the issue when you are doing this alone. So I'm trying to. Okay, I've done it. Sorry. I think it is working. Okay, it's not moving right. Okay, I was sweating cold. Yes, I think the camera wants to move. So if I move maybe the camera up, the camera will go up too. So, well, this was an introduction to our Hago Food Academy. I am so honored to be part of this big team of guides from all over the world, sharing with you all our cooking traditions. So that's why I will be cooking an Incan dish this Saturday. And quinoa, what can be more indigenous than quinoa? So well, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your tip support in particular, because it helps us to continue creating content for you all. If you would like to support my channel a little bit more, one step forward, please consider becoming my sponsor with $10 or the equivalent in your currency support per month. You can help me to create more content, and in reward, in exchange, I am giving 2 private Spanish classes on Zoom to my supporters, sponsors, and also access to my books that are still a work in process. So well, thanks a lot for that. And to my friends, my sponsors who were also here today, muchas gracias. You are helping me to create these events, amigos, amigas. So see you soon, amigos, and we cannot finish without this. Oh, bon appetit, buen provecho. Mm. It is delicious. Fresh. The onions don't have that, harsh, sometimes, bitter. Oh my God. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. Please try it at home. Mm. Um, have a lovely rest of the day. Oh, gracias, Adam. Muchas gracias, Adam. Thank you so much. Gracias to you all. Have a lovely rest of the week. Mm, Hope to see you soon. And well, sending love from your guide in Lima and my family also to you all. Bye bye. See you, see you. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, Cari. Gracias, Adam. Gracias, Nicole. Thanks to you. Bye bye.